Hello everyone, it's me again, Joseph. Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Here we are delightfully today on the test server even. As you can see, I've got my different name, and as well as a different name, I also have a few extra characters in my arena, and also I guess in the rest of my general collection we have a lot of characters to mess around with. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to go from about 1.6 million to all of a sudden 3.4 and have every character at gear 11. But as you can see, my crystals kind of prove the fact that you don't really need to do a lot to get this in the test server. So I just thought, what's the thing that I've always wanted to do in this game? It's kind of mess around with all of the characters without having to worry about the meta. You know, just being able to just drop them in the arena and just have fun with them. So I'm going to try some squads today that, you know, I always really enjoyed to see some of my favourite characters, and we can just kind of mess around a bit together because we all get sick and tired of a meta every now and then. I got to top 10 by using certain characters, like as you can guess, the where is it to show my arena characters? Yeah, the Commander Luke, R2, Han, Fulcrum, Old Ben, or a mix of Grand Kenobi and Barris, and I'm sure everyone's tired of seeing the same thing, so I thought we'd take on some squads and build some squads that I've always wanted to use and the ones that I want to get in the long run. And one I've always wanted to get is a very Empire-based squad using Thrawn, Death Trooper. Let's find these guys. We're also going to need... Let's see, this is the problem about having so many characters, you can't bloody find what you're looking for. I wanted Shaw Trooper because everyone knows I just got him to gear... I got him to gear 10 7 stars after so long, and now I'm actually looking for Krennic, who I think is actually yellow since I upgraded his gear. Let's find that real quick. Should be up here. There we go. So this is a squad I've always wanted to try out. I really love like Shaw Trooper. I've always loved Death Trooper and Krennic and Thrawn, and I've seen like some potential for Stormtrooper, so I thought we'll just jump in with the squad and see what kind of stuff happens, you know? If this is a squad that I should be doing in the long run. We're also against an interesting squad. We've got a Hermit Yoda on the enemy team, and we are up against a Barris squad obviously, but we'll see how we do. So we're gonna go for a fracture on Grand Kenobi, so then he cannot taunt. Oh god, okay. So we're going to take a few hits. What does this do? So I believe this is a Dispel and healing immunity, which actually might be cool pretty soon if we can lock off a lot of protection. So let's try to get some damage down, wipe off everyone's protection, and then we can start dealing some major damage. And this is the stagger attack. There we go, look at that. And we can taunt. See, you've got two taunters on this team. You've got the Shaw Trooper and the Stormtrooper, and Shaw Trooper is like I think the bigger taunt, but Stormtrooper is pretty formidable himself, to be honest, and he doesn't, you know, he just kind of chills out. He doesn't really do much. For just like a default character just called Stormtrooper, you expect him to be really terrible, but he's actually not that bad. And we can put out crit immunity as well with Shaw, and that's why I've always really liked him, because as you can see by the squad, it's not a very cheap one. Like, both Krennic and Shaw Trooper need like a lot of grinding. And then you've got Death Trooper, who you need to grind from like the end of the Cantina nodes, and he's also just a hassle. The only real one that you can get easily is Stormtrooper, who is just like from the Cantina battle shipments, I believe. That's where I've been farming him from. And he's a bit of... But he's, you know, he's just like not really the first choice you'd go for most of the time. So this is really just a squad for anyone with about 1 million GP, isn't it? Not even 1 million, like 3 million. Wow, okay, but I'm actually getting destroyed here, which is quite depressing. Oh no. It's that Hermit Yoda, it's pretty incredible actually. Oh man. Alright, this has not been a good game for this team. Alright, let's back out, You can't win them all. Alright, let's have a look at another one. This one's a chase, but that'll actually be quite annoying. Let's keep scrolling. There's a resistance here, so the resistance aren't good on defense, so we might be able to get some good attacks with this squad. Let's see how we do. Let's load on in. Alright, we're gonna go fracture on Poe if we can immediately. Ah, sugar. Of course we're gonna get rejected. Okay, so we're just gonna go for a taunt. Oh, balls. I always forget that he's got that crit. Every game now he's had that goddamn buff immunity. That stopped him putting up his taunt. At least it gives everyone else what was it, that debuff? No, that critical immunity, that's what I meant. So we can just get rid of that and this, and I think while I'm talking now I'm going to talk about my quick Territory Wars impressions. So Territory Wars, the first one started last Thursday, I think. It was, yeah, that's when all the guilds started to open up on the TIS server. Everyone had to like scramble for they had to form their old guilds or build new ones. A lot of people will have had these really big Empire guilds that tried to sign into the test server immediately, but due to the fact that it was only like the first 10,000, there are a lot of like limitations of the amount of people that you will actually get in the server. So I brought in the Sabres of Ren. I brought in a few of them. There was about 4 or 5 of us in the test server, and obviously if I'm going to have a good test around of this mode, I don't want to just have a few people. And as much as I love the Sabres of Ren, my boys, I ended up grouping up with the notorious BLT, who are a really cool guild. I just happened to scroll through the guild feature and I found them by chance, and they invited me to Discord, and we've been having some discussions about the Territory War and what we're thinking. And for those who don't know, Territory Wars takes 2 days, and it seems that it's going to be in the cooling period between territory battles. I don't know if it's going to be just one or they're going to put 2 in, because at the moment they had one territory war that ended and then the next one sort of began pretty immediately. I don't think it's going to be like that normally. I think it's just going to be one in between. But like I said, we'll see. It'd be cool if it is 2 in between territory battles, because well, it is an interesting mode. There's a lot of strategy behind like picking out your defensive squads and then saving who you want for attacking, because I think there's a good amount of tactics you can do, including like just putting loads of terrible tunes on the front lines, so then everyone's having to waste all of the characters. If you don't have a big roster and you can't even clear the first one because they've got like weak tunes and you've only got good ones, then you've kind of screwed yourself a bit. So it's kind of important to not worry about saving so many for the attack. It's about putting so much on your defense that you'll overwhelm the opponent. I show some of that in the footage that's nearly ready. The territory war is going to be finished today at some point, which I'll check at a later point. Okay, let's just quickly build a new squad. Who's some characters that I've always had some fun with? I could put Chase in, but I've never used the Nightsisters actually. Let's try these guys at like this gear level. So I think we're on Daka, and then you've got Sage Ventress, I believe. That's right. I'm not really sure what goes into a normal Nightsister squad, so we'll pick these main 3. I don't know where Sage is. She's hiding somewhere. Oh, there she is, right there. So I guess we're gonna need like some tanky characters. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do. Oh, actually, you know what? I just realized we've got Nightsister Zombie anyway. She's gonna be so annoying for the opponent to defeat. So let's pick her. She's right at the bottom here. She's only 3 stars, but that's all you need. And then it's gonna pick someone annoying. How about? Oh, what about the greatest character in the game? Well, that's what we're gonna do. That's why we're scrolling down, guys, because the greatest character of the game is not at the top where you think he would be, but he is hidden, for he is too great for us to understand. The almighty Cup. God bless. Oh, sorry. Cup bless. Oh, I didn't even realize I went against the Nightsister squad. I forgot about that. Okay, so Territory Wars. Yeah, I had a lot of fun in the first one, which had a participation rate of about 49 people were taking part in that one. And unfortunately, not everyone realized, I guess, that this one was still going on. So we are currently only got about 20 people, I think. 24 people are currently taking part in the territory war that's on right now, so not as much, but the game does indeed scale for the amount of people you've got participating, because if you've got like a full squad, a full guild even taking part in a territory war, then you've got the option to put down 25 defensive squads in each territory. Now, obviously not a lot of earlier guilds are going to have that amount of squads to just throw around with, so what they've done is they've actually made it scale so that if you've got less than that, then you'll have a I don't know how far it scales, but I'm on 24, which is about half, and there's only 12 people in a squad, so you can sit down about 12 squads in a territory. That's about, I don't know how many territories there are in total, but it's something like 8 maybe territories, 8 or 10. So it's about like 120 in total instead of 250, which can be pretty crazy for like lower end guilds who don't really have that kind of waste. But yeah, 20. I think it halves then. I don't know if it scales down any more than just under half, or if if you've got like 40 people, it'll be like 22 squads in a territory. But the game will always make sure to pair you up with a guild of equal measure. So it won't put someone with 12 defensive squads against someone with like 25, because that's just ridiculously unfair. I'm sorry, I just lost that game. I wasn't paying too much attention, but my Nightsisters got swamped to hell there. I'm gonna try just find a different opponent, and we're gonna just mess around one of the things, because we do have actually some arena squads saved here with the Nightsisters. Let's try one of these. We'll try this one with Aldaka and Movertalden. No, I think we need more. We need more than that. We can't have just 2. We need to have more. Where is more? How about this one? 3 here. Sarge, Aldaka, Movertalden, R2, and Old Ben. Old Ben is actually my favourite taunt in this game. Who cares about General Kenobi? He's overrated anyway. Alright, okay. So what was I talking about? We're talking about Territory War real quick, but yeah, it was a fun mode, and like I said, after the end of this one that's ending today, I'm gonna group up with the notorious BLT. Sorry about that name wrong. I'm gonna group up with them, ask them what they thought about it, ask them for some strategy ideas. What did they think were the smartest ways to, I guess, approach the entire event, and then I'm gonna relay that back to you guys, because you deserve to see what's gonna be going on. It is like a crazy new mode, and some guilds will be a bit confused. I understand you can't have everyone in the guild knowing what's going on at all times, and you can get a bit of misinformation, but we'll be working together to kind of communicate it down. We'll be building a definitive edition guide to just what you need to know in order to win. Oh man, okay, I kind of might win this. I thought we might have won that, but unfortunately we got cooked at the end. Well. But yeah. Territory was a lot of fun. What else has been going on in the world of Star Wars Garrix of Heroes? Well, actually, if you can see real quick, they have a new little update. I don't think this is in the full game, but they have a little number counter next to the debuffs. Like you saw, like I had Plague 5 times on someone, but it had a little number. It was pretty cool. It makes it a lot cleaner, but it also gets a bit confusing after you're so used to it. Which I am. Unfortunately, I'm used to seeing like 1 million damage over times from Zeta, but don't have that anymore, do we? I had a little hiccup there. I'm very sorry. Let's try a top end squad, shall we? Oh, actually, I've never used a Zol before. This is gonna be fun. I've never used Zol. Okay. One thing that also did happen recently, at least, not maybe this week, was the whole Battlefront II outrage, and it was pretty crazy to watch. I know there's a lot of people that don't care about microtransactions and stuff out there, and it's pretty ironic coming from someone that plays this game, like one of the most microtransactions game I've ever seen, with the amount of things you can pay for. But I'm very against the idea of microtransactions, and being a game reviewer myself for a website, I had to come at Battlefront 2 with I guess I was being optimistic because I love Star Wars to bits, but I was so worried about how it was gonna affect the game. And then when I found out it was it affected the progression and how you sort of progress in the game, I was very upset, to be honest. I did write a review that maybe it had like a lower score than it should have done, but I was just very angry at the point to the fact that they were turning Star Wars, especially the Battlefront series, into like a little laughing joke with how the progression was changed and how dumbed down the entire game is compared to what it was, which was something pretty amazing. I really want to do some Battlefront 2 gameplay on this channel if my viewers would be open to that. I know everyone kind of comes to a channel for dedicated content, like they want to see Galaxy of Heroes all the time, but there's no harm in like opening up. I've got a lot of games I want to do. I have always wanted to do like videos about all the Nintendo games I play, all the Star Wars games I own on Steam, even just like all the general random games I find on Steam. There's a lot on there, if you can't tell, and I could just do videos on any of them. You know, we could work together. Tell me what games you like, what games you want to see, and I'll probably just get around to it. Alright, this is actually the arena squad that I've been heavily climbing with, so I just want to show off how powerful this is. But yeah, Battlefront 2, unfortunately, had a lot of missteps, and I won't be getting it like full time, at least not yet. If they eventually sort out everything, maybe change how loot boxes are going to work. I know they did remove it, but it's temporarily in a big asterisk right there. So, and they have said that they do want to bring it back with an accelerated progress, so the progression will still be tied to how much money is in your pocket. But like I said, I'm actually taking a stand in this game as well. I'm not going to be buying anything. I'm not going to be buying any loot crates, well, there are no loot crates in this game, but I'm not going to be buying any crystals. Even when the Jedi Ray event comes around, they're going to be like, oh, you want some veteran shards? And I'm like, oh, no thanks, I'm actually good. You know, I'm sure if we all work together just a little bit, don't pay for some veteran shards. They're going to be available for free. You don't have to get it for free immediately. I suggest that you just kind of stick around on my channel for a bit. I'm going to be making a video about this desire to complete all of the events immediately, and talking about how you can kind of restrict yourself while making sure you're ready for certain events, and it'll just kind of make your playing experience a lot better. But I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be recording that after this video, and then I'll probably have it up whenever this one comes out, and then the day after or something like that. You've got to space out these videos, you see. I wish I had like the budget to make like more than one at once, but I'm just kind of in my kitchen at the moment, and this is where I record all of my videos, and I have to use editing software to remove the sounds of like the boiler and the radiators and about 6 of the cats that I live with. Sorry, I actually live with 5 cats, 1 bird, and a tortoise, and they're all lovely. But they do all make a bit of noise, I'll give them that. Well, I'm getting a bit destroyed in this one. Let's see if we can save it. Check out this with Fulcrum real quick. She does like some pretty insane stuff. Oh, actually, let's see if we can finish off Commander Luke with Han. No, nearly. Alright, let's watch this. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Just dead. That's why I love Fulcrum. She's insane. On attack at least, maybe not on defense. But yeah, there's a lot of video things I want to do. Obviously, I would like to keep growing my channel. I have a lot of fun talking about Star Wars, just talking to you guys, showing off some games. It's a lot of fun. Oh, it's Team Instinct. Hi guys. But yeah, I've met a lot of people in this game, and now I've just met the Notorious BLT, who are a pretty amazing guild. So if any of them are watching this, getting to know me a bit, then hello to you guys. Thank you for hosting me in this Territory War guild chat. You guys are awesome. Oh, Stormtrooper Han, let's not let him do anything. But yeah, I don't know if you guys like these kind of long videos just talking to me. There are some people that'll probably watch a bit, kind of skip through. But you know, I just do this because this is what I want to do. I want to make content for you guys, but I also want to do some things that I've always wanted to do. Kind of talk about what's going on in the game. Just talk about myself a bit, get to know you guys. Obviously, I would like to, well, I've said keep growing, so to help that, you could just always leave a like or just comment below. Just talk to me. I want to talk to you about anything. It doesn't have to be about this video. Tell me what you ate for breakfast this morning, and I'll tell you what I ate for mine. You know, let's start a little bond. If you're looking for a guild even, I've got a guild. There are lots of guilds out there. I actually wanted to, one of the videos series I wanted to do was talking about the importance of guilds and how guilds can sort of enhance their communication skills, like talk to each other, like using Discord and stuff. I just want to put out the tools there so everyone can get the best out of this game and not let these microtransactions win. But we're hitting about the 20-minute mark now on my Audacity screen, so I'm gonna round this up. It's been a nice little chat with you guys. Obviously we got to mess around with different squads there. We weren't focusing too much on what was going on, but I will try and mess around a bit more with the test server before it ends and show you guys a bit of what's going on. Obviously we've got the territory wars, which had some really nice rewards. I also seem to rhyme everything I say, but yeah, we had 24 people, and as you can see real quick, let's just see how we're doing. Okay, we've actually destroyed them completely, so we're not doing too bad there. But yeah, shout out to the BLT guys again. You guys are pretty awesome. I love your Discord, just hanging out there. And I'll see you again next time. Don't be afraid to leave a like and a comment and a subscribe if you don't mind. And I'll see you next time.